Hi there. Hi, it's Catherine, and welcome to my weekly reflections, my vlog, where where we talk about lipedema, all kinds of things, and I just talk about it as, wow, what a ride! I'll tell you, it's up and down in every which way, but it's been a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And so I do this on Sunday nights. I used to do it on Sunday mornings, and then I got emails from a number of people that said, I usually go to church on Sunday morning. Can you do it another time? And so I do it in the evenings now, and there's something about it that's perfect. It sort of sets up for the beginning, sort of closure for the week that was and the beginning of the week that's about to unfold. So, I'm going to do some lipedema chatting today and about all of the ups and downs and unexpected things that we encounter. I certainly encounter. So, mine is more complicated, I believe, than most because, in addition to the lipedema, hi, Jenny. Oh, thank you. Yes, I had a haircut. My hair was getting so long. I love my curls. It's going to take a couple of days, maybe a week for it to get curly again because once I have a haircut, I love my hairdresser. She's one of my dearest friends. I've been seeing her as a hairdresser. Wow, I don't know how long. Long, long time. We were also going to the pool together for quite a long time before the pandemic. There's a pool in Cambridge that was a saltwater pool at the Hyatt Regency, and it was perfect. It was, I think it was half an Olympic size pool length. It was really well taken care of. It was just perfect. It was at the top of the Hyatt Regency overlooking the Charles River and Boston. So that it's had a beautiful view. And it had a skylight so that during the summer, the sky roof would come, you could, not us, but the, the people who run the pool, they could take it so that we would be in open sky. Oh my god, I loved it, loved it, loved it. And um we would go together because she was also looking for exercise in the pool, and it was wonderful, just wonderful. And then the pandemic came and the pool, of course, shut down. And then someone bought the hotel. The hotel had been a Hyatt Regency, and someone bought it and they never opened it up again. It was so sad. We both we were bemoaning its loss yesterday. Angela is my friend and hairdresser. But anyway, she came down to Mansfield and gave me a haircut, I guess yesterday. And we just hung out and schmoozed, which was a good catch up. Yeah, Jenny says, "What a shame." Yeah, I felt the same way. I kept calling after when the pandemic was, we were opening up again. Um, but people, they just, they weren't ever going to open the pool again. Someone had bought the hotel and they were not very responsive. I don't know. It just is like let go. There were certain times there was so much that I had to let go of during the pandemic. I know that's so for many others too. So, so ending up spending part of my weekend, I am really on this self-care thing. But not only the self-care, I getting into these places where I focus. I love when I get hyper focused. And that's what happens when I'm working on the book. I get to like every single piece matters. Every single border has to be right. Anyway, so I've been going between those two things, the hyper focus of working on the book and the really I talked about the what did I call it? Let me see if I can remember. The something of slowness, the pleasure of slowness, uh, the pleasure of slowness. So I've been doing some of that as well, which for me is my self-care. We talked about self-care when I was doing the Friday, this past Friday, doing about lipedema. And so I was wanting to talk a little bit about the ups and downs and the every which way of what happens. So I took a hiatus the beginning of the summer, which is really now, but a month ago, I think maybe 6 weeks ago, my MLD therapist and I were talking, and it's like, now might be a good time to take a hiatus and go to the pool, get more exercise and more compression from being in the pool a couple times a week. Seemed like a great idea. Hi, let me see. Hi, Jenny and Julie and Aisha. And I'm sure there are others, but those are the ones who've um, put something in the chat. So you can hear my voice. My voice, the more I talk, is getting more and more congested. So all this kind of funky, wonky lymphatic stuff I have going on. Now, it's been going on a couple years. More lymphatic stuff. It's if I'm talking a lot because I'm moving things. Um, Hi, Susan. Hi, Sandra. Oh, nice. Did I say Julie? Hi, Julie. Yeah, it's 78 in Camarillo, California. It's always 78 there. It's a perfect weather. She has like the perfect weather. So, so the congestion and doing something on an ongoing basis because of what most likely is I had an obstruction in my thoracic duct, which is the main route. Like imagine your main highway wherever you live. Like mine is like 95, not far from me. If that were to become jammed, would not be able to get home. Well, similar, the lymphatic fluid is not flowing well, or it wasn't, still isn't. As far as I can tell, it still isn't, but it's better than it was. And I do the big six, which is Dr. Perry's um, points that you self stimulate with a vibration ball. So the big six, mostly every day. And it helps to get the lymphatic fluid flowing. But still not, it's still not flowing the way I need it to be flowing so that it helps to get rid of the toxins that can build up in the body and the system. So I have a rash, not a little rash, but a pretty significant rash, one that hasn't been responding to, at this point, 6 different medications. topical medications. And um, I think it's getting better now, but they suggested I go back to manual lymphatic drainage. So I went on Friday morning. I'll go tomorrow morning. I'll start going back again. And I'm still trying to get to the pool. The only thing is that the chlorine in the pool has been an irritant. So I'm sharing with you, here are the challenges that happen with lipedema. And I don't know if this is with my lipedema. I don't think so. I think this is directly related to my lymphatic dysfunction. And either way, it's the lymph system and what's going on in the lymph system and what I need to do actively to move it, to change it, to make it flow better, including I've had a pump. They're supposedly they're getting me a new pump. We'll see. I'll wait and hear what happens. If they do, that's fine. But that a pump will help to move the fluid. Anyway, anyone else have the, oh my God, I need to do special care for my lymphatic disorder? And I'm like, oh, uh, can I just go fishing? Can I put my feet down off the dock and just dangle my feet in the pond, in the lake? It's not a pond, it's a lake. And then I say to myself, time to be grateful. Time to be grateful because I was really sick and I got better. And I'm getting even better. And it is just a day at a time. And if, if you guys can keep showing up, then I will too. This thing about showing up despite it all, showing up for ourselves, for our lives, for whatever is next, despite it all. Because I'll tell you, there are these weeks that I could easily just turn over and stay in bed all week. Does anybody else have that happen? Nobody's answering me. Am I the only one? I don't think so. I think there are others. So, um, so I look at my this vlog time, and then after the vlog, we get together for usually about 30 minutes to talk about the evolution of tribe. Our community is evolving. Oh no, Aisha. Oh no. Oh no. I fell last week. My knees are bone to bone and so swollen, full of lymph nodes fluid. Both legs are hard and hurts. I should definitely get some manual lymph drainage. You really need it. And Susan says her edema is like that as well, as what I was saying. Let's see, Sandra, sometimes I break down to one step, one moment at a time, not just one day. Yes, staying in bed would be easy. Oh, yeah, I knew others had the same situation. Marilee, welcome. I'm here. I just arrived at the pool to go exercise. Good, 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 good. Yeah, and Dottie says, yes, too hard to move. You know, I had heard a lot of what you're saying, and it's when I started to experience it myself. And I really, oh my God, sometimes just going from here to the bathroom is more than I can manage. And it is all the mobility issues. Aisha says, I don't want to get out of bed. I have CHF. I don't know what that is. CHF. Can you write more, Aisha? What is CHF? Yeah, so uncomfortable, she says, as it's very difficult. Yep. And the thing is that we keep moving. I mean, because the thing to heal it is just counterintuitive to keep moving and to really hang in there with it. And that's what seems to make the difference. At least it does for me. So I keep in there. And yes, whoever said it, sometimes it's a nanosecond at a time, not even a moment at a time, but a nanosecond and then another one and then another one. It is for me somewhat like my meditation. I've been meditating for longer than I'm going to say. At least close to 60 years. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Not every day, but meditations meditation and prayer. My meditation is quiet time to get quiet and centered. It helps to strengthen the parasympathetic system. Um, oh, congestive heart failure. CHF is congestive heart failure. Oh, thanks. Oh, I'm sorry you're dealing with that. That's a lot. I watch my diet, but even a car ride will swell up my feet and legs. Yeah, me too. Last time I have a long drive to see Dr. Perry once a month, and I'm wondering how I'm going to do it this time because the last time it was way too much for my legs to sit that long in the car. I need to stop every hour and walk. I didn't do that last time, so I'm going to make it a point to do it this time. So so we know that there are things that we can do to make it a little better. But again, it's more added to what we already do. Jenny says, my meditation and chanting keep me going. My mantra at the moment is onwards and upwards. That's good, Jenny. That's really good. Yeah, just keeping moving. And aren't you going for surgery soon, Jenny? You'll have to remind me when your surgery is. Yeah. Aisha says it's been a rough week. She's a non-operative patient. So told by 6 orthopedic doctors probably that, but don't take no for an answer. I had many tell me they wouldn't do my hip, and I finally found someone who was trained in a special lateral technique, and she was absolutely terrific. So, um, what else I want to say is new is we're pretty much preparing for the conference, and Leslie is doing more and more um, um, interviews. I'm sorry. I was looking at the um, chat. So Leslie's doing more and more interviews. So be sure to follow because some of the authors that she's talking with are authors from the book are fabulous. So, Kathy says, have you looked into Zepbound? That's what caught my attention. 225 Brazilian opinion article. Metabolic therapy for lipedema. Can tirzepatide overcome the treatment gap? Doctors Diane's NJ enrolling GLP-1 clinical trial for lymphedema, 110 patients. Lilly has agreed with American Lipedema Association to do a lipedema clinical trial. Will take about 10 years. Other drugs in development. I wonder if that's the Diane that I worked with. I worked with the Dr. Diane. I'm going to look that up and see if that's so. I'm curious. I think it might be. He did a talk on lipedema and lymphedema and mentioned something about doing the tirzepatides. They've been successful with some people, not everyone. Yes, Kathy says looking forward to Leslie and Dr. Carmody on Monday. They changed the time of it. Make sure you double check. There'll be an announcement going out with a link, but I'm pretty sure they changed it to earlier in the day. Okay. Yeah, Joe Diane, that was the one that I worked with. He was at Northwell Health. No, he was in New York, Beth Israel. He was in Beth Israel, and then he left Beth Israel, and he went to famous New York Memorial. I think it's called Memorial Sloan Kettering. Anyway, I think that's the one he went to. And now I think he went off on his own, and he's diving into this research, which I'm curious about now. All right, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Sloan Kettering. It is. Thank you, Kathy. It was a while ago, but that was where he was. He worked with wonderful, wonderful researcher. All the names, I think it's part of my aging process. I don't remember like I used to. Babak. Oh, his last name will come to me. Anyway, well, thank you. Good discussion. Good to see you all. Have a wonderful week. And wherever you are, morning, afternoon, evening, enjoy the rest of your weekend. And for those of you who will be meeting with me, I will see you in 10 minutes, less than 10, probably 8 minutes, and we'll talk about the community. Bye. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I'll see you this week or I'll see you next week. And much love.